Happy hump day. I got screwed by my own team. Let's talk some baseball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven, and we are back, baby. It is hump day, and we are only a few days away from Major League Baseball playoffs. Little more than a few, but we are just about to the end. It is exciting. And holy cow, the Mariners won. That's right. I bet the Astros, and that's what got the Mariners that lit a fire up under them. I know they all watched the video. I'm sure they did. I mean, why wouldn't they? And they won a game. So we went 1-2 yesterday. Unfortunately, we are 13-8 in our last 21 now. We're gonna get back at it, keep grinding, and get you guys some winners today. So NFL Week 4 is almost here. Wednesday night will be the video for the best bets in the Thursday night football preview. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Excited for that. Excited to win some more bets. Up 5 units so far in the NFL. I'm 0-3 in the head-to-head bet with Ryan, so I got to start focusing on that one. But you know it's Wednesday, so that means it's time for the Hump Day Humdingers, and I got 3 of them for you. Here we go. The first one. The fastest gust of wind ever recorded was, think in your head, 253 miles per hour. That's freaking fast. Fin whales can be heard up to 600 miles away. That's a lot of freaking miles. And then the final one. Kangaroos cannot walk backwards. You think they'd be talented enough, but they cannot do it. I also read that sharks have to keep swimming in order to breathe. That's bonkers to me. I had no idea. But anyways, those are my humdingers. So let's talk some baseball, though. We got a big video for you. Good hitter matchups. I am bringing back the aces of bases today. Then we got the good pitcher strikeout, the pitcher report, and we end it, of course, with the best bets. So before we dive into all that, smash that like button, hit subscribe if you're new to the channel. It's unbelievable this journey we've been on during the baseball season and how many new subscribers we've got, and all you guys that have been commenting daily, just day after day. I just absolutely love it. The positive community we have, so I appreciate that. So here we go. Let's start out with those good hitter matchups. All right, we got a big one for you today. 2 pages worth and 19 good hitter matchups for Wednesday, September 27th. Here they are. Almost the entire left side of this first page is Yankee and Blue Jay hitters. They are facing each other. Garrett Cole versus Jose Barrios. It should be a good matchup. But yeah, Cabrera for the Yankees, 6 for 11, 2 doubles, not too bad. And then, we got a couple no-namers, but then we got Vlad. How about 10 for 28 with 3 doubles and 2 home runs off of one of the best pitchers in the major leagues, Garrett Cole. And then we go to the right side. We got a few Padres players, but we got to talk about one of those Cardinal players, Goldie, Paul Goldschmidt. 10 for 20, 2 doubles, and 2 home runs versus Wade Miley. That's not too shabby. And what's been kind of a disappointing season for him and the Cardinals. But yeah, Xander Bogaerts, Manny Machado, as they try to desperately cling on to a playoff spot, it is going to take kind of a minor miracle for them. Salvador Perez, 7 for 16 with 3 home runs versus a good pitcher in Tariq Skubal. And then we got, Dylan Carlson also for the Cardinals, and then Robbie Grossman of the Rangers down there for against Griffin Canning, 6 for 14, 3 doubles, and 1 home run. So that's the first page. Get a screenshot. Hopefully this helps you get some winners. Let's check out page 2. And there we are. We got a couple Oriole players, Santander and Austin Hayes against Patrick Corbin. Look at Austin Hayes, 7 for 12. 2 doubles, a triple, and a home run versus Corbin. So he kind of owns them. And then other than that, Jared Walsh, he's hitting like almost 100 this year. So I would just be careful with that one. Jeff McNeil, 4 for 10, all 4 singles. And then Lowe for the Rays. Lowe or Lau, I never know which one is which, but against Brian Bayo. So those are the good hitter matchups. That's a lot of them. Go get some winners. And now it's time for the aces of bases. All right, here it is. These are the total bases leaders for the last 10 days, and we have a new leader. It is Juan Soto of the Padres with 35 total bases, trying to will his team to that final wildcard spot. We talked about JD Martinez, I think, in yesterday's video, but 31 total bases. That guy's like 40 years old or somewhere around there. It's just really impressive to be doing that at the end of the season. Castellanos, we know he's been on a roll lately. Some of these guys, obviously, you saw on the hitters on fire yesterday. But Brandon Drury down there, Marcus Simeon's been hitting the ball well. Acuna is not a surprise. Neither is Bogarts, because we all know he's been hitting the ball well too. So, but that's page 1 of the total bases leaders. Let's check out the second page. How about the rookie for the Reds, Encarnacion Strand, 24 total bases. Then we got Adley Rutschman and Jared Triolo, who we talked about on Hitters on Fire, having a good couple weeks, that's for sure, with 23 total bases. Luis Garcia, kind of a surprise. TJ Friedel, if you've been following the Reds, you know he's been hitting the ball well too. And then the man who helped us win a bet, Seiya Suzuki, with 22 total bases. We hit him and William Contreras on a hitter parlay for our only win yesterday. And then we got a tie for the last four spots. Aaron Judge, Marcell Ozuna, Walker, Christian Walker of the Diamondbacks, Brendan Rodgers, Brent Rooker, and Carter of the Rangers, who I didn't know a lot about, to be honest with you, but he's been hitting the ball well. So a youngster. They all have 21 total bases. So those are the bases leaders in the last 10 days. If you'd like to bet bases or home runs or whatever it is, hopefully that helps you guys out. So, and now it's time. Let's talk some arms. All right, here we go. We only got two good pitcher strikeout matchups for you today, and it starts out with Mr. Pablo Escobar Lopez versus the A's. A's sixth highest K percentage versus righties in the last 30 days at 25.3%. Lopez, 221 Ks in 183.2 innings, 7 Ks in his only start versus the A's. And then the second one, Tyler Glasnow of the Rays going up against the Bo Sox. Red Sox have the 11th highest K percentage versus righties in the last 30 days, 23.8%. I know it's not ridiculously high, but Glasnow is such a good strikeout pitcher, and he's faced the Red Sox 3 times, so I wanted to include him. But Glasnow, 146 Ks and 109.2 innings. In the 3 starts versus Boston, he had 14, 6, and 7 strikeouts. So that's what we got for the good pitcher strikeout matchups, and now it's time for the pitcher report. All right, here we go. We got the full slate of games today. Here are the first 8 matchups. If you are new to this or seeing this, all the averages are on the bottom, so you have something to go off of. We got the hits per 9, K percentage, walk percentage, everything you need. So Tyler Glasnow, we already talked about 32.7% K rate for the Rays going up against Brian Bayo. Decent matchup in Cleveland. Shane Bieber, who hasn't been that good even before and after that injury, against Andrew Abbott, the lefty, as the Reds try to hold on to a playoff position or try to get a playoff position. Other than that, we got a new guy pitching for the Royals. We got Jonathan Bolin, a 300. He had like over a 5 ERA in the minors this year, so it didn't look that good, but I don't know much about him. Going up against the stud Tariq Skubal with a 2.09 expected ERA. Holy cow. 31.8% K percentage. So they got some decent young pitchers there in Detroit for the next couple years. So other than that, Tukey Toussaint's terrible. Brandon Pfaadt, terrible. That's just not a good matchup in general. Should be some runs there. And then Garrett Cole versus Jose Barrios. That's going to be probably the best matchup of this first page. And then Kodai Senga versus nobody right now as the Marlins hold on tightly for a playoff spot. That's page 1. Take some screenshots. Let's go check out page 2 now. Not a lot of great matchups. I'm not going to lie. I mean, we're talking Estes. Pablo Lopez is a stud, as we already talked about. Jameson Taillon's not a very good pitcher. Vines only pitched 14.1 innings for the Braves in that matchup. Sheehan versus Davis for the Rockies. It's just whatever to me. And then we got Dane Dunning, Griffin Canning. The Rangers just took a beatdown by the Angels yesterday, but we'll see if they bounce back, and I'll be talking about that game later. Other than that, Framber Valdez and Bryce Miller is probably the best matchup. We got a huge one. Now it's a series split 1-1. The Mariners they win that game and they overtake the Astros. I am nervous as hell. I'm done betting that series. We already lost one, and I don't want to root for the Astros ever, so it's all Mariners right now for me. So other than that, Waldron and Manea, 2 pitchers that just aren't very good in general on the bottom. So those are the 15 matchups today. Take a screenshot. Hopefully it helps you go get some winners. But now it's time for the best bets. All right, here we go. Game number 1 takes us out to Cleveland, Ohio, where they had the first rock concert ever in 1952. Pretty crazy. Guardians hosting the Cincinnati Reds. Guardians money line minus 130. Reds money line plus 110 with an over-under of 8 runs. I'm back in the Reds here, and it's not on the money line. My best bet in this game is the Reds team total over 3.5. I absolutely love this bet. I'm fading Shane Bieber again, which worked last time, except the Orioles blew the game in general, but he gave up some runs. So you guys know what I've talked about with Shane Bieber. In his first start back, he gave up 4 earned runs, and in the 5 starts before that, he gave up 4+ earned runs in 4 of those 5 starts. He's not missing as many at bats. He's just not the same guy that was the Cy Young Award winner. So in the last 16 innings, he's also given up 21 hits. He is very hittable. Only 15 Ks in 16 innings, which is average, but for him, it's just not very good. The Reds offense, they have gone over 3.5 runs in 7 of the last 10 games. I just like how these guys are swinging. I mean, Friedel, Encarnacion, Steer, these guys are swinging a hot bat lately, and they're fighting for their freaking lives right now for the season. So, also, road team, you know what that means. They get 9 guaranteed at bats. I think 3.5 is too low, and I will gladly take it. Give me the Reds team total over 3.5 as my first best bet. Let's move on to the hitter parlay. All right, here we go. This is hitter parlay number one. That's right. I have a total of 4 bets for you today. I like the slate. So here we go. This bet, Adley Rutschman and Josh Lowe, 1+ hit each at minus 120. That's right. Adley Rutschman. We've talked about him a little bit lately, hitting 474 in the last 7 days. 1+ hit in 8 of his last 10 games, and he's hitting 294 versus lefties. He now gets Patrick freaking Corbin. What a great matchup. He has given up 10.5 hits per 9 innings. I like Adley to stay hot in this game. I thought about Austin Hayes because he's hit Patrick Corbin so well, but I didn't love the form that Austin Hayes is in, so I'm going to go Adley Rutschman. Here we go. Josh Lowe, Lau. I don't know which one he is, but he's one of them. 1+ hit in 8 of the last 10. And by the way, this is the guy on the Tampa Bay Rays. He is 4 for 11 with 2 doubles versus Brian Bayo, like we talked about in the good hitter matchups. He's hitting 375 in the last 7 days. And Bayo himself is giving up 9.3 hits per 9 innings. Very hittable, not a big strikeout guy. I like Josh Lowe, Lau to stay hot. So give me Adley and Josh to get 1+ hit each at minus 120. Let's move on to bet number 3. Bet number 3 takes us out to Anaheim, California, where I have no interesting facts for you except that this franchise sucks and there's Disneyland. That's all I got for you. The Rangers are going to Anaheim with the Rangers money line minus 166, Angels money line plus 140, over under of 9 runs. The Angels are a team to fade, and I'm going to fade their pitching right here. We got the Rangers team total over 4.5 at minus 130. That's right, my second team total of the day. Griffin Canning takes them out for the Angels, and I'm not going to sit up here and say he's awful. He's been decent this year. He really has, maybe slightly above average in a lot of categories, but he has given up some home runs and some hard contact. 28.7% hard contact and given up 21 home runs this year. I think it's a good matchup because the Rangers, we all know they got power. Third in ISO power, fourth in OPS in the last 30 days versus righties. They're hitting just with a ton of power, extra base hits, home runs, whatever it is. And they should also, by the way, get 3 to 4 innings of this terrible, terrible Angels bullpen. I think they can get a couple runs off them if they still need some more there. And of course, they are the road team, 9 guaranteed at bats. So give me the Rangers to bounce back after that terrible performance yesterday, for them to score 5+ runs at minus 130. And let's move on to the final bet of the night. All right, the fourth and final bet is my hitter parlay number 2. We got TJ Friedl and William Contreras, 1+ hit each at minus 110. So here we go. TJ Friedl, he's swinging a hot bat, kind of like I mentioned earlier, 471 in the last 7 days, 1+ hit each, or 1+ hit in 13 of his last 15 games. And he is facing Shane Justin Bieber. 8.8 hits per 9 innings. I already talked about Bieber. He's given up a lot of hits lately. He's not in the best form. I like Friedl to stay absolutely scorching hot. And the next one, rinse and repeat. William Contreras. We just did it yesterday, and we did it with him facing Zach Thompson. Well, guess what? Zach Thompson didn't pitch yesterday. It was Miles Mikolas, which didn't really matter. Now Thompson is going to be apparently pitching today, so, I mean, it'd be kind of weird if I didn't put him in, right? 13-game hitting streak. That's right. I did not break his hitting streak yesterday, and I will say it again. I'm not going to break his hitting streak today. Put it out into the world. 2 for 3 versus Thompson. Small sample size, but Thompson gives up 9.4 hits per 9 innings. It's a great matchup. He's hitting 375 in the last 7 days, including 2 for 4 yesterday. This guy's just on an absolute roll. So give me 2 guys that are scorching hot with good matchups. TJ Friedl, William Contreras, and that is the Contreras that is the catcher for the Brewers, by the way. There are a couple Contrerases out there. 1+ hit each at minus 110. Those are the 4 best bets today. Let's check out that bets recap page. There it is, guys. Reds team total over 3.5 at minus 113. Adley Rutschman and Josh Lau, 1+ hit each at minus 120. Then the Rangers team total over 4.5, and Friedl and Contreras 1+ hit each. There we go. Two team totals and 2 hitter parlays. Let's go 4-0. It's the last week of the season. I just feel it. We deserve it. I think we really do deserve it. So those are the 4 best bets. Like I said, NFL Best Bets for Week 4 is coming out late tomorrow night. More than likely not going to be a baseball video. As you guys know, we worked late into the night for research and putting a lot of effort into that long football video. We already go to bed at like 1 a.m., and I don't think we want to go to bed at 4 a.m. So there are some more games this Thursday. I will have some bets out on a short in Discord, all that. We're going to keep it rolling on Thursday. And then the final regular season video for baseball will be for the Friday games late Thursday night. Can't believe it. We will be here though for those playoff games and dissect every matchup and all that. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So that's what we got today. Thank you again for the support. Please hit that like button. It only takes a second and it really helps this channel out. Leave a comment below. Let me know your best bets. Thanks again. Hope everyone has a great Wednesday. We'll talk to you later.